right, let's get this thing started. How we doing today? Woo, baby, lots of stuff going on last night or yesterday or whatever. We got a couple big reports, couple big names in cable news. Taking a powder, so to speak. Tucker Carlson and Don Lemon are out, which is just wild. These two right here. And there's other stuff in the news, but we're going to spend a lot of time talking about these two because, you know, the reactions are very interesting all around the board, and there's just a whole lot going on. So, and plus, since everyone's talking about them, why not me too? Also, people are talking about Biden 2024. Oh boy. That's interesting. So anyway, those are a couple things we got going on, and there's a couple other things, couple things in Twitter trends and whatever, like we do every day. And that's what we're gonna do. And then just after we play the intro, Johnny, can you do me a favor and play the intro? Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from the Lucky Dog studio in a hidden location somewhere in the upper Midwest of the United States of America, it's a brother making his own way but with all the wrong opinions. Welcome to the Morning Night Live with your host, the one and only P-Dog Knight.
Yes, that's me. Johnny, stop the music. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Night Live. I'm your host, Marty, also known as P-Dog Knight on the internet. Welcome back to the P-Dog Knight channel where I still have a job. But apparently, Tucker Carlson and Don Lemon don't. Tucker Carlson's been fired from Fox News, and Don Lemon, worst journalist of the year, Don Lemon, worst journalist of the year, has been fired from This Is CNN. And I don't know what to think about it. Now, I'm going to give you one reaction before I get into the trends today. And that would be, well, I do know what to think about it, but I'm going to hold my judgment. Michael Rappaport. There's that. Oh, he's gone. What happened to Michael? Oh, A-E-L. Michael Rappaport. Where is that jerk? Where the hell is he? I'll find him. I want to show you Michael Rappaport's reaction to Tucker Carlson being removed from Fox News. Well, what the hell happened to it? Okay. Oh, here it is. Because you know, Michael. You know who Michael Rappaport is? He's that actor. He's a white guy, lives in New York, has a heavy New York accent, but he also thinks he's black. I don't know why Michael Rappaport thinks he's black, but Michael Rappaport had a hot take on Tucker Carlson, and he now clearly he's an idiot and he didn't like Tucker Carlson, and it's not because he's not an idiot because he doesn't like Tucker Carlson, but just because. So anyway, Michael Rappaport. Well, I'm going to show you who Michael Rappaport is. Then I'm going to say good morning, everybody. Then we're going to get into the normal show. But here is Michael Rappaport's reaction. Oh, wait a minute. I can't do it because, hang on. Oh, shoot. See, now I messed up already. I'm going boomer tech again. Excuse me. I have to make sure that you can see it first. There, now you should be able to see it. Here's Michael Rappaport. On the demise of Tucker Carlson. And this is the reason I'm using this one first is because this is the typical reaction of the people. Well, you know, those people. What do you mean by those people? You know what I mean by those people. Here's the reaction by those people. Those people. Here it is. Oh.
Ha! You fuck! Woo!
Yes.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Oh, do you not recognize him now?
Good enough. with the Knicks being up 3-1, and now this. Tucker Carlson
is
you're
so
out.
joyful.
You're fired.
His life is so much better
former
because
reality TV star used to love
because
saying, you're fired.
Anchor is no longer is going to be
fired.
on Fox News.
787 reasons why you got to go. Tucker Carlson, you giggling,
the funny thing about this, as he
fool
continues
you
on,
cackling, giggling, fuck
all
you.
right, you get the idea. Okay, you get the idea. I'm not even gonna. I'm not gonna play the whole thing because he's an idiot. But anyway, now the reason I wanted to play that because that's the joy, the excitement, the utter. Well, you know, those people. What do you mean by those people? Those people have such utter disdain for Tucker because he thinks differently than them. And that's really, it's really the only reason I can think of. I have lots of reactions, by the way, today. I don't know if we're going to play a lot of them, but there's a lot of different. Some are good. Some are, they're all, across the gamut. But I just thought, this is the typical leftist reaction. You lose your job and they celebrate. They're joyful. Now here's the thing though. And because one of the people who I noticed had this same infliction was Adam Kinzinger. Let me show you Adam Kinzinger's tweet about this. This is Adam Kinzinger. Now, if you don't know who Adam Kinzinger is, I'm not completely shocked, okay? But here's Adam Kinzinger. Just Adam Kinzinger, hashtag fella, Adam Kinzinger. Wow, Tucker got fired! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. I can't even say that right. Bye! Okay, so that denotes joy. Now, the funny thing about this is now. In fact, I replied to Adam Kinzinger. Here's my reply. Asterisk, because I call Adam Kinzinger asterisk because he's going to be nothing but an asterisk on the annals of history. He's an asterisk. That's his new name for me. That's my new nickname for Adam Kinzinger. Asterisk here doesn't realize that for all practical purposes, so was he. Adam Kinzinger couldn't run for re-election because he knew he would get slaughtered in the primaries because of his activity on the January 6th committee. Well, he was going to, and the Trump impeachment, whatever. He's done. He would have been so humiliated. He would have been Liz Cheney humiliated in the primaries for his re-election to Congress. He's a congressman, by the way. He's a former congressman. And here's the thing. I think Tucker was making $30 million a year or something like that. Some crazy number, right? Biggest show on Fox News for the last several years. Does anyone on the planet believe that Tucker Carlson could not, by this afternoon, secure a giant deal somewhere else? I was listening to Glenn Beck talk about it. I was listening to Dan Bongino talk about it. I was listening to Charlie Kirk. All these people. So all these people talking about Tucker Carlson is like, oh, what is he going to do? Is Rumble going to give him a deal? Is he going to go join Glenn Beck? Is he going to get on with the Daily Wire? Is he going to go do this and that and that? He could write his own damn check. He could start a media company tomorrow. He's done last week he did 3 interviews with Elon Musk. Do you honestly believe that this is going to hurt Tucker Carlson? Or does it hurt Fox News? Which clearly it does. They lost, $6 billion in market share yesterday? I can't remember what the number is. Why do I still have this on the screen? They lost something like, I want to say $6 million in market share yesterday. I mean, some crazy number. Fox News, let's see. No, they lost $1 billion. They lost $1 billion in value yesterday. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people saying this is going to be the end of Fox News, blah, 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 blah. No, it's not. No, it's not. Fox News, Bill O'Reilly left Fox News. They survived, right? They'll find someone else in that slot, and they'll still do well. But I think part of the problem is Rupert Murdoch's tired of Trump because he just lost $787 million because of what all their shenanigans, whatever. And Tucker's kind of a seed in the ointment, you know what I mean? Or a rock or a pebble or whatever. A pebble in your jerk off cream or whatever. He doesn't necessarily toe the line on some shit that Fox News does. He's talking about how in his personal interviews, he talks about how he thinks George Bush was a terrible president, and Murdoch's still a friend with George W. Bush. I'm talking George W. Bush Jr. And I mean, there's all kinds of things. He's pretty anti-war. He's anti-establishment. He doesn't toe the line on a lot of Fox News stuff. And so, there was something that was going to happen. Fly in the ointment. I know. It's a turn in the punch bowl. Whatever you want to call it. But he's not a turn. I mean, he's all right. So anyway, but here's the thing. Like I said, is this going to hurt Tucker Carlson? No. Tucker Carlson could start a podcast tomorrow and be right up there with Joe Rogan, I bet. Or here's what you could do. Glenn Beck, Dan Bongino, Tucker Carlson. Beck, Bongino, Carlson start a new media conglomerate. BBC. Now I know there's already a BBC over across the pond, but yeah, and I think only Bongino probably qualifies for that, but the other two are white guys. But anyway, Tucker Carlson can get a check written to him today, this afternoon, by lunchtime today. And the other part, he has, or he could go. Someone mentioned Megyn Kelly, or he could go the Megyn Kelly route, just go independent, and still do just fine. I'm sure he's got some money saved up. Isn't he also from some wealthy family? He doesn't have to worry about money. But the thing is, and I don't watch Fox News. I haven't watched. Funny because someone the other day, or not even yesterday, in one of my comments on one of my videos from a couple days ago, or maybe it was yesterday, who thought he could shame me by calling me grandpa. Good luck with that, dumbass. But he said something to the effect that, oh shit, I forgot. I lost my train of thought. It had something to do with Megyn Kelly and, oh crap. See, now I'm having a Biden moment. I'm sorry. I'll figure it out later. But he doesn't need money, but he's one of the few truly kind of independent, truth-telling voices, and he didn't like having to toe the Trump line at Fox. Now he's free. He is free to say whatever shit he wants to. So I'm just saying, I don't think this hurts Tucker Carlson. By the way, thank you, Chicago Mike. I think you're here already. Chicago Mike yesterday dropped another 5 spot in the tip jar and said, I left a link. Tucker's last show was Friday. That happened very suddenly. Yes, it did. It really did. Thank you for dropping the $4.99. So I appreciate that. And you get thank you so very much. All right, let's say good morning to everybody. We'll really get into the show because I'm already ranted for, 15 minutes here. First, the chat over on Rumble. Avocados Dabbly gets the bell. Thank you, sir, for being here. Also, good morning, Next Gen Troll. What's up? Jimmy Das Hotep's in the house. Also, good morning, Mike Savage Blarg. And that's it. That's 1, 2, 3. Wait, Avocados Dabbly, Next Gen Troll, Jimmy Das Hotep, and Mike Savage. That's everybody. That's everybody over in Rumble who's chatting at least. Now, there's a few other people there, looks like. Is there? I don't know. Maybe I have to refresh this to see. Hang on, let me see. I can't tell because I haven't refreshed this. You generally have to, there's 6 watching. Okay, that's good. There's some people over there. Now, look, I urge you, I implore you, please follow me on Rumble too, okay? I guarantee you there's going to be a day, might not be tomorrow, might not be 6 months from now. There's going to be a day where I'm going to have another one of those YouTube issues, right? Follow me on Rumble, follow me on Odyssey. The live show still goes on Rumble every day, and when Rumble's working, and replays are on Odyssey. So if you're watching by the replay, you can watch on Rumble or Odyssey. One of these days, I'll start streaming all three. I just have to figure out Odyssey. Now, on YouTube, let me make sure I get everybody in here because I just realized I had this on Top Chat. I hate that. I wish it would default to what I want it to default to. Oh, and then it screwed me up. Well, I know first over chat on YouTube. Also, Avocados Diablo gets the bell. Thank you, sir. As I take a sip of my Reparations coffee in my Starry Night cup. This is my Starry Night cup from it's Monet, right? The Monet live Monet experience. That was so cool, by the way. If that show comes to your town, they have a couple other ones now too. No, Van Gogh. I'm sorry, Van Gogh, not Monet. The Van Gogh experience, like the Van Gogh immersion experience. What they do is they take these bunch of these like hundreds of cameras, they play these moving versions of Van Gogh's paintings all over the walls to music, and it's just the coolest shit. I tell you, it's very cool. You got to go see it if it comes to your town. They're doing it with a couple other artists now too. But anyway, I don't know why I went to that side. But also in the chat on YouTube, good morning, Lord Stanhope, my favorite Canadian Jaeger pony, Somnambule Nation, Plague Doctor Zach, aka Zach Osborne, also Septus Wolf, Mike Savage, Marg, also HP Lovecraft, Chicago Mike, Fake news expert, those ain't real, dude. Lord Stanhope, Septus Wolf, Linda Hunter, what's up? And the witches from the view. Oh, I got that one too. And let's see, who am I missing here? Maddie's in the house. Oh, I'm sorry, Avocados Diabli. I was gonna say, Avocados Diabli. Avocados Diabli. Yeah, I did that just for you. Okay, also good morning to who else is here? Did I miss anybody? I'm sure I missed somebody because the chat jumped. There might be a few other people in here. Oh, Rick Ashbringer's here. Dom O'Leary, good morning, sir. Also, Cool Frog. What's up, Cool Frog? What up, my brother? Nice to see you. And Dr. Funkenstein's Ghost. That would be Tyler Alexander. All right, let's get this show on the road. Oh, by the way, and thank you, Chicago Mike, dropping us another big bullet in the tip jar. And Chicago Mike, you are the new Streamlabs Superstar sponsor of the day. Thank you very much. Chicago Mike says Tucker Carlson could be hired by The Blaze or Daily Wire today. I agree. He's going the way. He's going the way of Megyn Kelly, Joe Rogan, John Stossel, and become an independent. They strike him down, and he'll become more powerful than you can ever imagine. That's what I believe is exactly what's going to happen. Okay, look, he's far more popular than Megyn Kelly ever was, and Megyn Kelly's popular, but not Tucker Carlson popular. He's far. I mean, look, it would take. I think it might take him a while to get to Joe Rogan status, but he could be signing a deal as we speak. For all I know, I know that Glenn Beck made some. I wouldn't not innuendo. He made some. He hinted that it would be interesting if Tucker could come over there. Or he was like, "Gosh, I would love to have him over here." You know, the Blaze that would just be huge if he went to the Blaze. It'd be huge if he went to Daily Wire. It'd be huge if he just signed his own little Rumble contract or whatever and did the Megyn Kelly thing. I think the sky's the limit, and he will be much more. I think it would be much more interesting and more powerful when he doesn't have the Fox, mainstream media chain on him. Because regardless if you think Fox is, it's the conservative version of MSNBC or whatever, There's still reins on someone like Carlson that are just gone now. They're just gone now. And it's going to be interesting. Now, the people on the left are still going to hate him. But I think there's enough Tucker Carlson fans that he could do very well as an independent. All right. Good morning, Rex. You're on Puerto Rico, you lovely island of tropical breezes. Okay. If anyone, does anyone wonder why I always do that? Does anyone know that? Anyone know what that's from? Anybody? I know what it's from. The reason I know what it's from, because when I was a kid, I did some musical theater. Yes, no, I'm not gay, but I just did it, okay? And I was in a production of West Side Story, and that was still my favorite music to this day. So, I like all the songs from West Side Story, and that is from West Side Story. Thank you, Somnambule Nation, and good morning. Good morning to you, by the way. Oh, real quick, too, I think I have some people to thank. Thank you, Jimmy Dot's Hotep. Thank you, Tyler F. and anyone else who's tweeted out the show. Remember, the Morning Night Live is brought to you by you, the viewers of the Morning Night Live. Please hit the like button, share the stream before, during, or after. And you can sponsor the show at pdog9.live. That's the Streamlabs link where the more of the money goes to the person you're giving to rather than YouTube. And but Super Chats and Rumble Rants are fine. And there's also Venmo Cash App in the description if you want to use those. Just whatever you want to do. Okay? Whatever you want to do. Thank you. All right, let's get into what's trending on Twitter. A couple things trending on Twitter, not everything. I see someone mentioned Belafonte in the chat. Yes, Harry Belafonte has passed away. A giant name in entertainment, especially in the 50s and 60s. Harry Belafonte, actor, entertainer, with a rebel heart, dies at age 96. I didn't realize he was that old, but here's the CNN article. Harry Belafonte, the dashing singer, actor, and activist, who became an indispensable supporter of the civil rights movement, has died, his publicist Ken Sunshine told CNN. He was 96 years old. He died Tuesday morning with congestive heart failure, Sunshine said. Belafonte was dubbed the King of Calypso after groundbreaking success of his 1956 hit, the Banana Nut. No, it's Banana Boat song. Dale, Dale, daylight come and me wanna go home. Daylight come and me wanna go. Thank you very much. I know you were waiting for me to sing that today. He also became a movie star after acting in the film adaptation of the Broadway musical Carmen Jones. But Belafonte's biggest contribution took place off stage. He was a key strategist, fundraiser, and mediator for the civil rights movement. He continually risked his entertainment career and at least once his life for his activism. He became a close friend of the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr., who often retired to Belafonte's palatial New York apartment to talk strategy or escape the pressures of leading the civil rights movement. So you want to read more about it, I'm going to leave it in the I'll leave this article in the description. I'm going to stop reading there. It'll be in the links today. I apologize. Moving on. Also trending this morning is Biden 2024, baby. Apparently, what? Apparently, the Biden 2024 campaign is set to launch today. According to the Washington Post, here's, oh, good gourd. Did I say good gourd? Well, yeah, he's got the mental capacity of a gourd. Anyway, I meant good Lord. So it's big time trending on Twitter that Joe Biden will be announcing his campaign today. Announcement is all set for early tomorrow morning, which this is yesterday. Campaign will run ads starting this week. Co-chairs Representative Jim Clyburn, Lisa Bunt Rochester, and Veronica Escobar. So he's got a black man, a white woman, and a Hispanic woman running his team. Let's see. Ignoring Hunter's revelations, PBS hypes, but we're going to read that one. So, not yet, though. Let's save it till after the Washington Post article. Let's start with the Washington Post article here. Let's see. President Biden will buy television ad time later this week to push his re-election message after announcing his campaign on Tuesday morning in an online video, according to people familiar with the plans. Yes, people familiar with the plans. The Biden administration didn't just feed this to the Washington Post, the Biden stenographers. Anyway, the president will announce the senior ranks of his new campaign team Tuesday. Julie Chavez Rodriguez, a top aide at the White House and a veteran of Vice President Harris's presidential campaign, will become his campaign manager. What? Oh my God. So they're going to have Vice President Harris's campaign manager run his campaign? Is he trying to lose? Eesh. Well, he's got a little more, let's just say he has a little more support than Harris did before. Anyway, Quentin Fulks, the campaign manager for Senator Raphael Warnock's winning 2022 Georgia State Senate campaign, will join Rodriguez as her deputy, marking the first time here we go. Marking the first time a sitting president has chosen a Latina woman and an African-American man to run his campaign. Oh, joy in Mudville. Thank you. Gosh, we're so excited. I get so tired as a black man when someone says, oh, it's the first time a Latina's did it, or a first time an African-American man, or a first time an African-American quadriplegic trans woman has done something. You know, what was it the other day? There was one where they were trying to say that it was the first time someone did something, and like it was, you know, like something in the state of Georgia, the first time a black woman had done this, right? But they had to add an extra qualifier to make it so that it was the first time they'd done something. And you know, because if they would have just said the thing itself, well, there's been a couple other I know what it was. So people were bitching because they were asking this this woman who was in a Senate hearing for this to become the Secretary of Labor, right? It's this Asian woman. And they were mad because they were asking her tough questions. The Republicans were asking tough questions and you know, it's about her qualifications and whatnot. And they were complaining because, this was one of the crass news. Republicans are trying to derail the Asian American woman making history. And I was thinking, wait a minute, wait. How perchance would an Asian American woman make history by being in a president's cabinet when, for example, Elaine Chao has held 2 cabinet positions from 2 different presidents? And I had to think about it. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. He meant because she'd be the first Asian American woman to be the labor secretary. See, you have to get more and more specific to make her the first something, because there's already been an Asian American woman who's been in cabinet positions. And so I'm like, oh my God, Chavez Rodriguez is the granddaughter of Cesar Chavez, an anti-illegal immigrant union leader. Oh man, I wonder how that's going to go over. I hope. Well, that's something you can bring up about her, but I don't know if it has anything to do with Biden. And I'm sure by now the Chavez family is completely pro illegal immigration. So, Anyway, they've got a whole bunch of stuff about the Biden campaign in this article. Let's see. Now, a couple of interesting things. RNC counters Biden launch. Here's an article in The Hill. I haven't seen it yet. Biden launches campaign for presidents. Let's finish the job. Oh no. Oh, wait a minute. Is this? Hang on a second. What is this? Is this the RNC's thing? Oh, here's how. Okay, this is text corn pop to the thing. What is this? Hang on. Let's see what this is. Oh, I hate when they have music in it. Okay, this is. Oh, is this the Biden campaign announcement?
Freedom.
Oh, freedom.
Personal freedom is fundamental to who we are as Americans.
There's nothing more important, nothing more sacred.
That's been the work of my first term.
Okay, you know what's crazy? Just as I start listening to that, and I'm listening through headphones, so I can tell because I'm listening through headphones. Whoever made this, some of it's stereo, and some of it's like only in one channel. Like it's in the middle of it, it went to one channel. So if let's say you're listening on a speaker and your right speaker isn't working, you wouldn't hear that part at all. So if you're on mono, you'd probably hear it, but not if you're on that right speaker. That's crazy. Let's watch Biden's announcement here, though. That's kind of loud, but oh well, we'll deal with it.
To fight for our democracy.
Our democracy!
A red or blue issue.
To protect our rights. To make sure that everyone in this country is treated equally. And that
yes, we can all pay $4 a gallon of gas, except for in California where it's like $7. And except for people who are applying for college, so they wouldn't be treated equally. They'd be treated special because we don't want too many Asians at Harvard. But go on.
everyone is given a fair shot at making it.
Yeah. You know what's funny? In reality, we kind of are, but you got to start early. You got to start early in the development of a child and make sure that they're doing all the things they need to be successful in the future. Like maybe teach them to read, which isn't happening in a lot of schools. But, I'm just saying, oh, and they have some imagery of January 6th. Hello, Rachel Madhouse Dildo. What's up? Nice to see you.
But, around the country, MAGA extremists are lining up.
Oh, he's bringing on the MAGA extremists. MAGA extremist. There we go.
To take on those bedrock freedoms. Cutting Social Security.
Oh, there he goes with that lie again. Oh my gosh, there's that lie. I have a video about that in my shorts about Biden and Social Security, what Biden used to think about. And you know what's the funny thing too? Here he goes, that you've paid your entire life.
That you paid for your entire life.
Now, no, you haven't paid for your Social Security your entire life. You paid for the Social Security of people who've already retired. Okay. Social Security's never, ever, ever been like a savings account, right? Social Security's always been set up as the Great American Ponzi scheme. And I don't say that lightly. It was set up so that originally the people who were paying, right? There's a lot of people working, and they paid for the retirement benefits, the Social Security benefits of people who were already retired. And the reason Social Security kind of worked is because there was always more people. Every generation kind of got bigger and bigger. There's more workers. But now we're getting to a point where, first of all, longevity, people are living longer, and there's not as many people working in a ratio to the number of people retired. So when it used to be like, I think 11-1 at one point, people working to people getting Social Security benefits, where now it's getting down to like 4-1. And that's a problem, isn't it? That means, because the Social Security, since the 80s has always just been part of the general budget, even though you pay a special payroll tax and the employers pay the other half of your payroll tax, whatever, to go into Social Security. That's not being set up for you. That's to pay for the people who are retired right now. So when you get Social Security, like I have 10 years left. No, I have 17. What? 67? I have like 10 years, 8, 9 years, something before I start collecting Social Security. When I'm start getting Social Security, if you're still working, you're paying for mine. I'm not getting anything that I paid in. You never get what you paid in. Because what you paid in has already been used for people who are already retired. So it is absolutely the great American Ponzi scheme. 2034, will it be upside down by 2034? Actually, it's going to be upside down, I think, by 2028 now. I think they've recalculated, and it's going to be upside down by 2028. And so then more of it will just be coming out of the general budget, which all of it's mostly borrowed anyway. So, it's not whatever. So anyway, let's see what else the dementia-addled sundowner has to say.
Cutting taxes for the very wealthy, dictating what healthcare.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Cutting taxes for the very wealthy. Huh? You mean businesses? I mean, look, revenues have never gone down when they've cut taxes, but your spending has never gone down either. That's kind of crazy. Even when that was, that should have been thought of too, but yeah, you guys don't give a shit. You don't give a shit about your spending. You know what? Here's a way to cut spending. Except for all the departments that are required or whatever that have obligations to make payments. How about we cut the budget of every single cabinet department by 10%? Certainly, we do not need the Department of Education there. Every state has a Department of Education. That's redundant. And all it is become is, good morning, hi, Cannibalistic Wizard, by the way. And Jack Gunsky, what's up? If you, by the way, follow me on Locals too. Just a reminder. That's an aside. If you cut every department that's just not essential, including the Defense Department. Look, we keep raising the defense budget. Of course, I know we have to give money to Ukraine, right? So I get it. We got to give money to Ukraine because that's one of our greatest obligations. I mean, even if they do cut Social Security, the defense, and education, we have to give our obligation to Ukraine that we have to fulfill. Yeah, I'm being smart ass. But there's so many. The Department of Transportation, again, roads. They're doing green energy shit, the Department of Transportation, instead of doing roads and bridges like they're supposed to. There's so much stuff, and all these little pet projects. Have them make them go get a GoFundMe or some shit, because you don't have to fund every little stupid project and every little experiment on frog crosswalks and shit. Stop it. Just stop spending so much damn money, because the amount of money coming in has never gone down. Anyway.
Decisions women can make. Banning books.
Oh, banning books. We talked about this yesterday. They're not banning books. They are taking inappropriate books out of school libraries. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that at all. Now, they don't have to go crazy. I think it's silly that California has banned To Kill a Mockingbird just because it has a couple of N-bombs in it. It's a very poignant book. See what I did there? He wasn't talking about California, was he?
And telling people who they can love.
No. They're not telling you who you can love. Love the one you're with. Love the one you're with. Anyway, love who the fuck you want to. Just, you don't have to share it with me. I don't give a shit. No one's telling you who you can love. And you know what? I got to tell you, I got a secret. I've told this to my wife too, and it upset her at first until I kind of explained what I was talking about. So let's take gay marriage, for example. And it's a touchy subject, but my personal belief is gay marriage is kind of an oxymoron. You know what I mean? It while I have no problem people committing to each other, in fact, I think it's great that people commit to each other. But marriage was always an institution that was generally to protect kids for the most part, but also women. Now, you don't necessarily have to. It wasn't always about love. It was more about commitment and a bond to your family, whatever. Now, does that mean unmarried or married people with no children aren't really married? No, I didn't say that. But the idea that you need to codify any form of marriage is kind of ridiculous. To me, the government has no business in my marriage. And that's why I don't care if gay people who get married, look, gay people were getting married long before the government said it was a thing. Okay. My aunt was married to a woman in the late 70s and 80s. Now, was gay marriage a legal contract? No, because they just committed to each other and had a ceremony. I went to a wedding for two women in 1992 that they had a wedding. And I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. I mean, it's just weird to me because I think gay marriage is an oxymoron, but do I care that they were getting married? No, they were friends of mine. They invited me to their wedding and I went. Great. They was a commitment to each other that had nothing to do with the freaking government. The government has no business. All government sanctioned marriage is a tax. You pay for a marriage license. You register for a marriage license. It's a tax. That's all it is. You get taxed for getting married. And then you get a little marriage license. What now in some states the marriage license part of it too is so that you wouldn't marry your sister because they wanted to make sure you weren't married to your sister. But good morning, Canada Hotep. And also good morning, Aaron Meredith. What's up, my friends? So when I said that to my wife one day, I'm like, well, I think gay marriage is an oxymoron. It's not a real thing. And it was like a few days we had just had lunch with two women who are married legally now because it's legal, and they're very good friends of ours. And she was looking at me like, what? And like, no, you don't understand. It's just because for me personally, it's an oxymoron. But but the fact that those two love each other and decide to commit their lives to each other and hang out for the rest of their life, I'm so happy for them. It's okay. So, but the idea that anyone's telling you who you can love, that's not true. That's a lie. He just lies and tells these little tales to get people's feathers riled up, and it's all bullshit. So anyway, let's watch the rest of this shit.
All while making it more difficult for you to be able to vote.
No, he's not. Nobody's making it more difficult for you to vote. Okay? In fact, right now it's too easy to vote. That's my personal opinion. But how? Making it more difficult how, Joe? Oh, wait, you might have to show an ID where you vote. Well, that happens in most states anyway. It happens in New York. You have to show an ID to vote in New York State. Oh, you're not talking about your New York State. You're talking about in the states where they don't have voter ID, but they want to have voter ID because, hey, we have a lot of people in this country who just showing up. And you know what? In some states, you're just giving them driver's license. Now, remember the real ID, the thing you started that made it easier for the federal government to track everybody. The real ID driver's license, that was supposed to be, you had to show perfect ID that showed that you were a legal U.S. citizen. Well, guess what? I know that they're just giving those out like candy in my state. You don't have, and guess what? In my state, when you get a driver's license, you also register to vote. Doesn't even have to redo it. So anyone who has a driver's license can vote. Well, wait a minute. Are they checking to see if they're legal residents of the United States? No, not really. So the idea that anyone can vote in my state, it's crazy, isn't it? Yeah. So the idea, making it more difficult for people to vote. Wait a minute. Everybody has an ID. You can't function in the United States without ID. So shut the fuck up, Joe. Oh, but here he comes. Oh, the grand music where Joe's going to save everything except for inflation. I bet, let me see if there's even a word about inflation in this, whatever this is. Oh, Kamala Harris, so lucky to have her. She's the best vice president ever. Oh, wait, she's the best black female vice president we've ever had, by far. Definitely. Joe's giving hugs. Oh, did you see that? Did you catch that part? Did you hear it? Let me run this back. Hang on. Let me run this back. I know you're going to hear this. Watch this.
When I ran for president 4 years ago, I said we're in a battle for the soul of America.
Yeah.
And we still are. The question we're facing is whether in the years ahead we have more freedom or less.
I wonder how many takes this took. Because you can still tell that during this, I mean, his words slur a little bit, but I bet they've had to redo this several times. I'm just saying.
Less freedom. More rights or fewer? I know what I want the answer to be, and I think you do too.
Wait a minute. More what? What did he just say?
The question we're facing is whether in the years ahead we have more freedom or less freedom.
Oh, really? Really? Because there's a lot of people in the Democratic Party who don't believe that you should be able to say some things. Is that more freedom or less freedom? I just wonder.
More rights or fewer?
More rights or fewer? They want to take away your weapons. They don't think you should be able to speak. Is that more rights or fewer? Bo Scott, are you sure it's not AI? By the way, welcome, Bo Scott. New person in the chat. I haven't seen that name before. Welcome. Yeah, I don't know. Good question, Bo.
I know what I want the answer to be, and I think you do too.
Yeah, I want the answer to be you gone, brother. Not you, the brother on the screen, but Joe Biden. Joe Raheem Biden. Mike, what's up, my brother? How you doing? My personal troll is in the chat. I shouldn't call you a troll. You're a good guy. Kevin McCarthy's debt ceiling plan would slow growth and cut employment, according to Moody Analytics. Well, what if McCarthy's draft were passed as is, it would lead to a drop of 0.6 percentage points in the U.S. potential growth for 2024, as well as the elimination of 780,000 jobs. Yeah, whatever. I haven't seen his plan, so I can't really comment on it. But if you say so, Mike, I really need to fact check it then. So there you go.
This is not a time to be complacent.
No, it's not. Oh, yeah. So dramatic.
That's why I'm running for re-election.
Well, I got news for you, Joe. Most people would rather you didn't. Check that fact, Mike. By the way, Mike, I am glad you're here. You know I love you, brother. we just disagree on some shit.
Because I know America.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, he shows this farm. Okay, so you know how every weekend, or a lot of weekends, not every weekend, Lady Boomer and I, we just go out to random towns and try to see if there's something cool there and eat in, local restaurants and whatever. We drive, but here's the thing. We drive through rural America a lot. I mean, a lot. I mean, rural Minnesota, rural Wisconsin, Iowa, whatever. And I got to tell you, they should probably, I know he's trying to, attract some farm type peoples, rural type peoples with this little quick clip of the two silos there and whatnot, farm, whatever. It's really weird. Okay. So by any time we get maybe within 10 miles outside of the Twin Cities, like just 7-county area, right? Anytime we get around outside the 7-county area, it is all Trump, Republican. Rural people do not like Joe Biden. In fact, it was funny. There's been a couple times, like when we went down to that really cool cave with the underground waterfall in it down in southern Minnesota a couple weekends ago. And we were driving just south of, I want to say Cannon Falls or something. And there was a guy, there's some farmer that had, like, he built his own billboards in front of his house. One was fuck Joe Biden, or FJB. It didn't say, I'd spell it out. Just all this anti-Biden stuff and pro-Trump stuff. And I'm like, he's a little overzealous, but still. But no, that's kind of the norm. Anytime you get outside of, at least in Minnesota, if you get outside of the Twin Cities or Duluth, trying to think if there's one other town. Twin Cities, Duluth. Yeah, pretty much those two towns. Everywhere else is all Trump, Republican, whatever. But in Minnesota, obviously, the Twin Cities dominates politics for the state. Good morning. Thank you, TexAG, for sponsoring the show. And TexAG, you are the new Streamlabs Superstar sponsor of the day. Who dropped a $8, who's paid for my Twitter checkmark for the month. And with a, I'll say you know what? I'm gonna have a name for that. I need a new little flashy thing for this, but I have to think of a good name for the $8. You know how the $12 is the feminist donation if you watch Ranting Monkey. Well, this is the $8. The $8 checkmark donation or something like that. I'll think of something funny and have a little special beep, 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 beep thing pop up. But anyway, it says our country needs a hard reboot. Clown World, probably a video, which I will show in a minute. By the way, good morning, JB. Nice to see you. Nice to see you here. I'm hoping Michelle would run. I don't mind Biden. Just want somebody younger. Why? Why would you hope Michelle would run? Give me some tangible reasons why Michelle Obama would be a good president of the United States, either experience or something. Give me some tangible reasons, because I don't think she would be your best candidate, and I don't think she'd be a good president. But she would have the same advisors as Obama and Biden, because right now Biden's basically the third Obama term. Ain't working out so well for most of us, but anyway. So this farm thing, I just laughed that he puts it in there, because everywhere I've driven, and not even just this state, even when we were out in Colorado, we drove through down some rural roads. Same thing. Everywhere you go, rural want nothing to do with Joe Biden. All right.
I know America.
You know America, except for rural America.
I know we're good and decent people. I know we're still a country that believes in honesty and respect.
Was that? Wait a minute. Who's this? Who's this guy? I recognize that dude. I think I know who that is. Anyway.
That believes in honesty and respect and treating each other with dignity. That we're a nation where we give hate no safe harbor. We believe that everyone is equal.
Except for extreme MAGA Republicans.
That everyone should be given a fair shot to succeed.
Yeah, you know what? People on the right believe this too. Everyone should be given a fair shot to succeed in this country. And unfortunately, it starts with schools. And, most of these, your school stuff is where you screw it up. I'm just saying. You're so busy indoctrinating kids, you're not teaching them how to think. You teach them what to think really well, but you're not teaching them how to think.
Succeed in this country.
Oh, by the way, I hope he says no one's above the law. I hope he says no one's above the law, because right now they're seeing that there might be 12 Biden family members involved with these companies that don't seem to do anything, but are getting lots of money from foreign governments. Just saying.
Every generation American.
Wait, what the hell was that? So he just has the little clip with him and Ketanji Brown Jackson. I mean, is that? I suppose if you're a Democrat, that is one of his accomplishments, that he fulfilled his promise to put a black woman on the Supreme Court. But I don't know, because she would easily beat Trump. I'm not so sure Biden beats Trump. Michelle is super smart, unlike Trump, and to a lesser extent Biden. Do you think Biden is? Wait, are you saying Biden is smart? Michelle's smart, I suppose. I certainly don't have any inkling from the way she, in some of her speeches, that she has an understanding why the Constitution limits the president of the United States, though. That's where I'm confused about Michelle Obama. There you go. Michelle had a front row seat to Barack. Yeah, that's like saying Hillary was qualified because she was first lady. That means nothing to me. Then why not Jill Biden? Okay, that's not a qualification. And the idea that Barack was one of the better presidents in the last 50 years, I beg to differ, but we have a different opinion on a lot of things. So I'll give you that from your standpoint. And I'm sure a lot of people who have your side of the belief or side of the aisle believe that. I don't think he was that great a president. I think he caused a lot of problems that we're having trouble fixing still to this day, particularly in race relations, which he should have been able to fix race relations, but in some ways, not always, but some ways, he exacerbated them. Anyway.
Thank you for choosing us.
Yeah, why is this little segment just, okay, I guess that's one of his accomplishments.
Every generation of Americans has faced a moment.
Oh, was that with those coal miners in Scranton, Pennsylvania? This is taking me a lot longer than I expected.
They have to defend democracy. Stand up for a person.
Michelle hasn't had a law license since 1996. She lost her law license in that little debacle that she had. I don't know if you know about that, but yeah, she has a law degree. She's not a lawyer. Hadn't been a lawyer for a long time.
Freedom.
Stand not 1996. It was 2006. No, it was. Well, I can't remember what year it was, but she lost her law license a long time ago.
Up for the right to vote and our civil rights.
Yeah, everyone gets the right to vote. That's not. You make it an issue because it's easy to make it to scare people with that one. But sorry, it's not true.
And this is all.
Wait a minute, Jill's a teacher. Yeah, another thing about Michelle's. No, come on, don't say Michelle's a man. No one's confirmed that. No, I'm just kidding. Well, a teacher should be able to learn right next to the president too, shouldn't they?
Our moment.
You see what he's doing here. Also, you notice the ratio of brothers and sisters to white folks in this ad is about the same you see in TV commercials, about 3-1, because that's really who he needs. And I don't think the brothers and sisters are so convinced that Joe Biden's doing them okay. If you go it's funny because I'm being a black person, I tend to talk to black people once in a while, and a lot of those people are like, "Fuck Joe Biden, he sucks." So he's got to put some black people in his ads just to keep them coming. And look, I'm not under any illusion that the black vote will be any less from a percentage point Biden, but in numbers, I don't think there's a lot of black people excited to vote for Joe Biden a second time. Yeah. Some great imagery though. Oh boy, there's a lot of everyone's.
So if you're with me, go to joebiden.com and sign up.
Hey, he said the right website this time. That's good though. At least he said the right website.
Let's finish this job. I know we can.
Yeah.
This is the United States.
Yeah, let's finish us off. Damn. There's another reason to vote. If you're a Democrat, to vote for a different Democrat. I'm just saying.
America. There's simply nothing we cannot do if we do it together.
Yeah, I agree. I don't disagree with that sentence, but yeah, let's finish the job. Oof. Okay, now, so that was Joe Biden announcing his run for president. That's why Biden 2024 is trending. Now, interesting enough, though, 70% of Americans don't want Biden to run again. 70% of Americans don't want Biden to run again. What does Biden do? Run for re-election. What does the DNC do? Ban primary debates. Democrats are the Democracy Party, like Republicans are the Freedom Party. And I'll tell you what, I don't disagree with that statement because the Republican Party ain't doing all that great either, if you ask me. Real quick, though, let me go back to Tex AG's super chat here. I make sure I don't miss this. Let's see what we got here. What do we got here? By the way, oh boy, what is this?
6 month lease.
Okay, hang on. I don't know what this is, but when you send me something and it's accompanied by dollars, I feel obligated to play it. So here's something that TexAG sent me, and I don't know what this is related to, but it's starting off about who's been paying off a car for 18 months of a 36-month lease. Let's see what this is about. Freedom. Oh, yes, it is. I'm sorry. Freedom. Gotcha. Wait a minute. Big Mike would never cut. Oh, good Lord. I can't say that out loud. And Cannibalistic Wizard, I can't read that out loud either. If you're on Rumble, you can read the uncensored rantings of Cannibalistic Wizard and Next Gen Troll, which I'm just laughing at right now. Okay, let's see what this is real quick. Thank you again. TexAG 007. Here we go.
Guess who's been paying off a car for 18 months of a 36-month lease and just found out what a car lease is?
Oh my goodness.
That is so much money to pay to rent a car for 36 months. Are you kidding me?
You didn't know
what? How didn't you know? Didn't you read the contract? I did, and I didn't understand the contract.
What? What?
No, it's checking what I sign. They were like, here's your car. And I was like, yippee. The only thing getting me through those payments was the idea that I was going to own it at the end.
Oh. Okay. So I feel bad for him a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of your love for me. Let's give a little bit, but whatever. Let me check. Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to do that. Let me fix this real quick. Where's reopen? Reopen, close tab. I got some other notifications. Who am I thanking here? Thank you, Papa Hotep. Thank you, Jimmy Das Hotep. Thank you, Tyler F. All for tweeting out the show or retweeting my tweet of the show. Thank you for sharing. Sharing is caring, and sharing helps the channel grow. All right. Where was I? Oh, now PBS. Now, okay, I got a little maybe have a little bone to pick with Newsbusters, because this is, of course, PBS is going to do this, but they're saying that ignoring Hunter revelations, PBS hypes Biden 2024, no big scandals. Oh, it's the word no big scandals. That's the funny thing. The weekly table discussion on PBS NewsHour between Washington Post Associate Editor Jonathan Capehart and New York Times columnist David Brooks spent some time on Friday discussing President Biden's upcoming re-election campaign, ignoring all the week's developments surrounding Hunter. Brooks claimed Biden is in a good spot. There hasn't been any obvious gaffes and or big scandals or anything like that. Well, that's a load of crap. Guest host Jeff Bennett also thought Biden is well positioned for 2024. The president's allies say the fact that he's facing only token primary opposition from author Marianne Williamson and anti-vaccine activist, oh no! Activist Robert F. Kennedy really is a show of strength for him. How long is this clip?
President Biden's allies say the fact that he's facing only token primary opposition from author Marianne Williamson and anti-vaccine activist Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
You don't say.
Really is a show of strength for him.
Oh, it's a show of strength. I mean, he has no scandals whatsoever.
A lot of Democrats who think he should not run, but that's mostly an age.
So you know that Hunter Biden's getting a little more scrutiny because the IRS supposedly was being, I wouldn't say pressured, but they were being pressured into not investigating Hunter Biden, and the idea that they're finding out that these little shell companies that Biden's been setting up for years have been getting money from plenty of Chinese, Russian, Ukrainian, all these different foreign entities, millions and millions of dollars going to Biden's family with no real tangible benefit to the people paying for it, and not only that, but basically, they've been getting nothing but they've been just influence peddling, using the Biden name and getting money for it. And also not registering as foreign agents. That's the other thing. You're making money from these governments and whatnot, and you're not registered as a foreign agent. All these people in Biden's family, that's up to 12 now. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Anyway.
Issue, not an ideology issue. But the midterm election sort of silenced all that. And he's been looking strong. We give a strong State of the Union. There hasn't been any obvious gaffes, big scandals, or anything like that. And so there's nothing, or even ideologically, I'd say over the 2 years so far, 2 and a bit, that he's pretty well massaged the center-left fights that happened.
He's pretty well... He's pretty well massaged. What? That sniffer's been working hard. All right, shut up.
Democratic Party by doing things that some people, the centrists like, and some things that people on the left like. And so there's no natural home for an opposition candidate. And everyone's united by Donald Trump. And so, I think what's interesting about him, he's been sounding pretty candidate-y for 6 months now. Like, he's been talking like, I really want to go after Trump, and he's been doing it. I think what has to concern the White House a little is they've had improving inflation.
No, we have not had improving inflation. Oh my God, you lying piece of shit. It hasn't been improving. Oh, you mean it came down from the highest in 40 years to not the highest in 40 years? You mean the 2-year inflation is almost 5 times what it was under the entire Trump administration? Are you, oh my God. Oh, inflation is coming down. No, it hasn't. Oh my God.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
A lot of good domestic policy achievements.
What domestic policy achievements?
Some pretty extreme.
He passed some spending bills. Just because it was all Democrats. That's why.
Ground, a lot of issues. And if you look at the polls, it's still reasonably close. His approvals are still
reasonably close. Wait a minute. You're the president of the United States, and the polls are reasonably close? That's not a good sign. I'm just saying. It's not a good sign if the polls are reasonably close.
And it could be that we're just in an extremely partisan, divided country.
Sure we are.
An extremely cynical country.
Yes,
where
that too.
On the national level, nobody, and this is global, no national leader gets popular anymore. No national leader gets to 55. Because there's so much
Trump was
cynicism
popular for a
across
while.
the Western world. Yeah.
Your life makes me sad.
Jesus God. Good Lord. What the... All right, okay. Thank you, Chicago Mike, by the way, for sponsoring the show one more time. And it says, guess who just paid off his car early because he knew the difference between a lease and a loan? My wife, and I did. Well, congratulations, Chicago Mike. Congratulations on paying off your car. That's awesome. All right. Yeah, so that happened on PBS. No scandals, though. Oh, my goodness. Just this week, an IRS whistleblower alleged Hunter Biden has received preferred treatment, that the feds have considered 4 charges against him, and the House Republicans were able to discover that the infamous letter by 51 former national security officials declaring Hunter Biden laptop story had all the classic earmarks of a Russian disinformation campaign did not begin as an organic concern amongst former officials who were above partisan politics, but at the request of the current Secretary of State Anthony Blinken. Yes, no scandals whatsoever. All right, we need to move on because I'm running out of time here. I was going to show you. I have a whole bunch of clips of reactions to Tucker Carlson. Let's go back to that. Let's go back to that real quick, though. By the way, the only other thing that I had in the trending thing was about Gorsuch is trending. Neil Gorsuch is trending because there's been another one of those hit job articles. Politico has this article out. It's right here. Here it is. 9 days after Gorsuch was appointed to the Supreme Court, the head of Greenberg Traurig, a major law firm that's before the court all the time, bought land he'd been trying to sell for 2 years. Gorsuch did not report the identity of the purchaser in his financial disclosures, which he doesn't necessarily have to. So Politico puts out this hit job article on Gorsuch on the fact that he didn't say who the person who bought the property was. So, it gets one of these. Now, here's the problem. And it's in this tweet right here. Oh, no, it's gone. Another garbage hit job on a Supreme Court justice. Do you know who bought the property? Where'd it go? I feel terrible now because it's not... right here. And I'll make this a separate link in the tweets today, just so you can find it easy. Here's who bought the property. Come on. Another garbage hit job. Gorsuch disclosed the amount of sale, never met the purchaser, has no relationship with him, and the purchaser is a max Democrat donor to Clinton and Gillibrand. Gee, sounds nefarious to me, just idiotic stuff. Gorsuch and his associates purchased the property in 2005 through their LLC, the Walder Group, which was dissolved after the 2017 sale. The home was originally listed in July of 2015 for $2.495 million. Otherwise, this is a great story. Sold to a Democrat donor. Yes, see, that means he's corrupt because he didn't disclose this because the purchaser didn't disclose the purchaser. A Democrat donor. Go fuck yourself, Politico. Please, go fuck yourself. I'm just saying. All right, moving on. I didn't really get much of the Tucker Carlson thing, so here's a few reactions to Tucker Carlson. Conservatives react to Tucker Carlson's Fox departure. He doesn't need them. The political word was shaken on Monday after Fox News announced that it parted ways with primetime host Tucker Carlson. I don't know why I gave him one of those. Anyway, and some conservatives are now speculating on his future, whether that would be a run for political office or a launch of his own network. Fox News Media and Tucker Carlson have agreed to part ways in an April 24th press release from Fox. Reads, thanking Carlson for his work at the network throughout the years. Now, this is really sudden because, he didn't really have a farewell show. This wasn't, I don't know if this was planned or just popped up out of the blue. By the way, Worst Journalist of the Year, Don Lemon, Worst Journalist of the Year, also was fired yesterday for some shit, and people are speculating why that was. They think it was because of that interview with Vivek, whatever his name is, the Republican candidate for president. Because I don't even have time to get into that today. Maybe I'll spend some time on that one tomorrow. But anyway, Mr. Carlson's last program was Friday, April 21st. Fox News Tonight will air live at 8 p.m. Well, they had it last night. I think Brian Kilmeade aired last night. Their stocks are down. Everything's down. Megyn Kelly says, good for Tucker. Trust me. He doesn't need them. And she knows from experience she's doing fine just without him. Christian Ziegler, the chair of the Republican Party of Florida, suggested that Carlson launch his own network immediately, deeming him the single most important and effective voice in news. Let the pro-freedom champions rally and join him on the network. Yes. Donald Trump Jr. confirmed Tucker Carlson out at Fox News. OMG, and he doesn't mean O'Keefe Media Group, which is James O'Keefe. Carrie Lake, the the second place in the Florida governor's race, if you don't count the shenanigans. I can't say that. I forgot. Never mind. The best decision I ever made was leaving Fox. Good for you, Tucker Carlson. You're free and uncensored. Yeah, baby. Charlie Kirk, the left is celebrating because they think that Tucker Carlson leaving Fox News eliminates his voice. Where is it? I need a Donald Trump. Wrong. I don't have one. Eric Trump. First it was Laura Lee Trump. Then Dan Bongino. Now Tucker Carlson. What is happening to Fox? Well, they're going to try. See, here's the thing. Rupert Murdoch is going all in for DeSantis. And so, and I think it's going to be interesting because a lot of people think it's because of the $787 million settlement, right? And they're saying, oh, well, yeah, Tucker Carlson, blah, blah, blah. But does that mean Sean Hannity and Laura Ingraham are on the chopping block? Or are those two, because Hannity has been hinting that he's maybe not all in for Trump anymore, right? He's kind of been hinting that he might be interested in DeSantis. Laura Ingraham, who knows? And Murdoch is all in for DeSantis, already giving money to DeSantis. And Fox tends to, rally around one horse, right? And so it'll be interesting to see who else stays there. But here's Glenn Beck, who I had this one. This is one of the ones I had bookmarked.
All right, I got to give you some breaking news. Tucker Carlson is out at Fox News.
Well, what the hell?
Wow.
Oh, there we go.
Tucker Carlson and I have become friends, and hopefully I'll be able to talk to him today. I don't know what the situation is. But Tucker, come to Jamaica.
So that's an invite. That's an invite.
We would love to have you here. You won't miss a beat. And together, two of us will tear it up. Just tear it up.
Okay, and again, I said...
That would be fascinating.
I said...
It would be.
Beck, Bongino, and Carlson. Give us a little BBC. Now, this goes on and on. You can watch it later. I'm going to keep going, though. He had a couple different links there. Jeremy Boring from the Daily Wire. A lot of people are asking if Tucker Carlson is coming to the Daily Wire. He says, I suspect Tucker already has a plan, but we'd break out the big novelty checkbook for him if he doesn't. Because so both Beck and Daily Wire have reached out. Lauren Boebert, wherever Tucker goes, America will follow. Thank you for being one of the greatest and most powerful voices in the conservative movement. Can't wait to see what's next. Candace Owen, I am positively shocked. I'm shocked. Regarding Tucker Carlson, greatest talent at Fox News. Bo Snerdley, Rush Limbaugh's right-hand man and best friend for 40 or 50 years. My guess is that within 24 hours, Tucker Carlson will have more offers to choose from than any other media personality in recent history. I agree with that 100%, and that's why I'm laughing at all these people cheering the so-called demise of Tucker Carlson. Let me go in. I'm going to go into my bookmarks. I do want to show you. Someone mentioned The View. I'll put a separate link out here for these tomorrow, but let's go down here. Where's The View? I have The View bookmarked here somewhere. Where are these hoes? Uh-oh. Did I not? Maybe I didn't bookmark it. Oh, no. Well, let's try this. Let's do a little quick search here because this is this is special. Let's see. Go The View, Tucker. Let's do a little, because oh my gosh, they were, here we go. The cackling hose on The View on Tucker Carlson. Here's.
Word has just come down that Fox News Media and Tucker Carlson have agreed to part ways.
Careful what you cheer for. Careful what you cheer for.
Contributor. Wave.
Look at him laugh. Look at him laugh like they've did as if they said something.
resist, we must.
He is responsible for the degradation that we see somewhat of our democracy in this country.
Bitch, do you even know what degradation means? He's responsible for the degradation of our democracy. What the fuck you? What are you talking about?
Country.
And
I just think as a
I don't
faithful
think you're allowed to say bitch on YouTube. Are you? I don't know.
And look at God. Look at God.
Well, and Russian
She's
propaganda
dumber than
hardest
shit.
hit. I mean, he's been the biggest purveyor.
Russian propaganda artist. Now she's supposedly the Republican on this panel, right? And but she's on this Russia. She's basically the Liz Cheney. They got a Liz Cheney type on their panel here. That's hilarious. Russian propaganda hardest hit. Maybe someone who sees things and just calls it like it is.
Talking points. So it's a good day for the Ukrainians.
Karma doesn't lose anyone's address.
No.
So
Okay.
Word is just
Life makes me sad.
Look, karma doesn't lose anyone's address. Look, within the next 30 days, Tucker Carlson will probably be in a situation where he makes as much money as all these 5 women combined, and probably has those little, has the little light eyes that people do when they are getting more powerful. He's going to have those Superman glowing eyes happening. Look, sky's the limit for Tucker Carlson right now, because most of conservative media really, really, really likes Tucker. So these fools have no idea. They have no idea. All right. I'm already over time, but I got a couple more articles I got to get through, so let's get here. Exclusive in Breitbart, apparently Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who says there's no time in history where the people who were censoring speech were the good guys. I'm not a fan of Robert Kennedy Jr., but he's spot on. Democratic presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy told Breitbart News Sunday host Joel Pollack. Pollack asked Kennedy about his championing of free speech over the big tech censorship. The best-selling author, environmental lawyer, and child health advocate has experienced censorship firsthand during the COVID-19 pandemic. Many of the Kennedy's social media posts questioning the wisdom of the lockdowns were labeled misinformation. In his presidential announcement speech last week, the candidate said, "I'm in a lawsuit involving Amazon for censoring one of my books. They were censoring people who criticized the lockdowns while they were raking in money from the lockdowns. I'm wondering if you can make a pitch to our audience about a common cause that you running as a Democrat may have with many conservatives who feel that they've been canceled or otherwise censored or marginalized in public discourse." Kennedy answered, "It's more than a personal aggrievement. It's really just a direct assault on our democracy." Now, here we go with that democracy thing, but I know what he meant here. He explained that in crafting the Bill of Rights, America's founders put the right to free expression in the First Amendment because all of our rights depend on it, because the government that has the power to silence its critics has license for any kind of atrocities. Spot on. They also understood that theoretically that the whole basis for democracy was the free flow of information, adding that democracy's advantage over tyrannical and monarchical systems of government is that through the free flow of information, the best policies can triumph in the marketplace of ideas. So it's a great interview. It's in the articles. I highly encourage you to listen to it. He's a bit of a quack, but he's also in other ways he's I think I'll just say he's Jimmy Dore-ized. So he's still a left-wing guy, but he believes in first principles, and he absolutely believes in the Constitution. And also, I think he's been spot on in some of the stupid 19 stuff. It's just saying. I mean, so give that one a listen. Also, Fox News' biggest rival predicts massive windfall from Tucker's abrupt departure. Newsmax, rival cable channel, predicted it would see a boost in ratings Monday following the sudden departure of Tucker Carlson from Fox News. I guess we'll have to see how the ratings come out. That's a possibility. Oh, Tyra, I see you're over on Rumble too. Nice to see you over there. While Fox News has been moving to become establishment media, and Tucker Carlson's removal is a big milestone in that effort, Newsmax CEO Christopher Ruddy said in a statement released Monday by a network spokesman, quote, "Millions of viewers who like the old Fox News have made the switch to Newsmax, and Tucker's departure will only fuel that trend." Fox News announced Carlson's departure from the network Monday morning, saying they had agreed to part ways. The network will use rotating hosts to anchor news coverage in the 8 p.m. time slot, where Tucker Carlson tonight previously aired. Host Harris Faulkner said. So she was this is Harris Faulkner announcing Tucker Carlson is out.
We have some news from within our Fox family. Fox News Media and Tucker Carlson have mutually agreed to part ways.
Mutually agreed.
Tucker's
Interesting.
last show was this past Friday.
I'm curious if the suit just came in and said, you're out. Either say we agreed or we're going to just fire you. Or if Tucker said, they said, we need you to go. And Tucker said, fuck you, I'll go. I don't care. You guys suck anyway. I don't know which one it was, but either would be appropriate. Okay.
And starting tonight, Fox News Tonight will air live at 8 p.m. Eastern. It will be an interim show with rotating Fox News personalities until a new host is named. We want to thank Tucker Carlson for his service to the network as a host and prior to that as a long-term contributor.
Okay, that's Harris Faulkner. So anyway, moving on, last couple things. Dan Bongino stunned, reacting live to Fox parting ways with Tucker Carlson. Let's see if they could link here. Here's Dan Bongino discovering this.
I get it. Look, folks, I got to tell you, I got actual goosebumps here. There are very rare moments in the show where I have to stop the show completely, especially in a live chat. Not stop the show, but apparently Tucker Carlson and Fox are done. What? I'm reading it right here that just broke. I mean, it's the benefit of a live show. I'm like stunned. I'm stunned. I don't even know what to say right now. I don't even know how I'm going to get back to that segment. Fox News and Tucker Carlson have agreed to part ways. We thank him for his service. His last program was Friday, April 21st. Is this... What? Wow. I mean, I got 6 texts here from people. Holy Moses. I didn't even get the comment. It's Fugazi. This Fugazi's got a huge pass. Fugazi's like, bring in the reliever.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with his sound quality here, because his show actually sounds really good. So I don't know if this is why this sounds so bad. This sounds like someone is recording from their basement, not from the actual show. Anyway, he had no idea it was coming, and he just, seeing as he just left Fox, that's very interesting. And then finally, let's see. Oh, there's a report. Now, granted, I take a grain of salt from anything the New York Times reports. I think this is, I don't even know if they're reporting on the New York Times story, but here's a report. There's a reason Tucker Carlson is out at Fox News. Oh no, this isn't from the New York Times. In the wake of the news that Tucker Carlson has left Fox News, many people are wondering why. Fox News Media and Tucker Carlson have agreed to part ways. We thank him for his service, blah, 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 blah. No other details were offered, leading to the speculation that his departure may have been connected to the recent settlement with Dominion Voting Systems over the 2020 election coverage. But according to the Los Angeles Times, which I know the Los Angeles Times is the quintessential expert on everything Fox News, Tucker Carlson, and everything in conservative media. Well, you know what I mean. Individuals familiar with the matter. Oh, the best experts ever, people familiar with the matter who were not authorized to speak on it, suggested that the decision to terminate Carlson's employment was made directly by Rupert Murdoch, the chairman of Fox Corporation. Now, according to the report, Murdoch has been concerned about the host reporting on the January 6th Capitol riot. Carlson's coverage of the riot included presenting footage not shown by the January 6th committee. Among other things, the footage shows Capitol Police escorting so-called QAnon shaman Jacob Chansley around the Capitol and letting him into spaces. This footage prompted Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene and others to call for Chansley to get a retrial. Jacob Chansley deserves a retrial, she tweeted. All he did was non-violently walk through the Capitol wearing a costume while being escorted by Capitol Police. I'm sick of the lies and the double standard. Now, other footage presented by Carlson showed Capitol Police Officer Brian Sicknick walking around after the riot, contradicting liberal claims that he was killed during the violence. Tucker also reported on evidence that suggested that federal agents may have been the ones who incited the violence. According to court documents, the undercover agents seen in body cam footage were not only observed but actively encouraging the protesters with chants like, "Go, go, go, and stop the steal. Whose house? Our house." Now, the curious thing about the report is that Murdoch was directly responsible for pushing, or excuse me, the curious thing about the report that Murdoch was directly responsible for pushing out Tucker is the last month, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, smarmy prick from New York, called for Tucker to be censored, insisting that Murdoch had a special obligation to stop Tucker Carlson from going on tonight now that he's seen how he has perverted and slimed the truth from letting him go on again and again. I didn't do it in the normal requisite Chuck Schumer's voice, but you know what I mean. Anyway, Democrats have wanted Tucker out of Fox News, but wherever he ends up next, he could become a bigger problem for them. Definitely. And Tucker Carlson is going to make a hell of a lot of money. All right, I'm going to finish up with one little last little Tucker Carlson thing. There's a couple other things. By the way, CNN has fired Don Lemon. Maybe I'll talk more about that tomorrow. But there is a Daily Wire article here. Some people, think it was because of his interview with Vivek Ramaswamy, whatever the guy. And then in memoriam, Don Lemon's career. We'll watch this one tomorrow. But I want to finish with something else. And it's a video that someone took of, let's see if I have it. I hope I did bookmark it. I think I did. Oh, didn't I? Maybe I didn't. Oh, shoot. I was going to finish with kind of a happy video. One of Tucker Carlson's greater videos of some guy coming up to him while he was fishing in Central Park, which I didn't know you could fish in Central Park. But here, let's go see. Tucker fishing in Central Park. Here we go. Here's here we're gonna finish with this clip because this is one of those things you just go interesting, and it shows an interesting side of Tucker Carlson that you probably don't normally see.
How you doing? Great. I didn't know you could fish here.
What is that?
Huh?
What is that? What's that?
It's called a video camera.
Oh,
I didn't know you could fish here.
You can?
You can?
Yeah.
What are you fishing for?
Are you videotaping me?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you're in public, I can.
Well, I know you can.
Okay.
I'm not challenging your right. I just want to know why you
I find it interesting that you're fishing in Central Park.
Oh, yeah, it's absolutely allowed.
Okay.
It's allowed in 3 ponds. It's allowed in the pond.
I've never seen anybody fish here before. I videotaped that which I find interesting and unique about the city of New York.
Well, it's a good thing. Yeah, you can. You can go right on the Central Park website, and I'll tell you, you can fish in the mirror.
Yeah, no, I'm not challenging the fact that you can. I'm just curious. I've never seen anybody fishing.
It's not very good fishing, and there are too many people around.
What kind of fish are there?
There are largemouth bass.
In this thing here?
Yep.
And what do you use for bait?
I fly fish, so I use flies.
Do you catch the flies yourself?
No, flies are, I'll show you.
Oh, those are the things you make.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, the string. I'm stupid. I don't fly fish.
It's all right. Most people don't.
Notice how Tucker relaxed and just
seawater,
is decided to be nice to this guy now that he's not threat.
On party boats and such.
Very interesting.
Oh, okay.
See, and you tie them.
Yeah. You tie your own flies?
I do, yeah.
You do? Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in California.
Yeah, you did a lot of fly fishing out there?
Yeah, did you catch the flies, right?
No?
But I learned in later life, and it's a great pleasure and a great sport.
It's like relaxing, right?
Very. And, you know...
You live in New York now?
No. Well, I do live here part-time, actually.
Okay.
I can tell by your manner that you're from New York.
Get the hell out of here. Is it my accent?
Get the hell out of here.
It's everything about you.
Yeah. How do you tell I'm from New York?
So when you
can't tell I'm
videotape
from
people,
New
and
York.
I don't mind.
Right.
But I bet you some people do.
Yeah, they assault me sometimes.
Is that true?
Yeah. It makes for good video, though.
What do you do with the video?
I put it up on my channel. I have a lot of people that follow me.
Do you really?
Yeah.
That's great.
I have about 15,000 people that follow me.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so neat.
Yeah.
What's your channel called?
Well, my YouTube channel is Joseph Butsky, but are you on Twitter?
No. Why do you call it Joseph Butsky?
Well, it's a long story, but I go by the name Joey Boots, and I needed to change my name at one point.
Why?
I needed to sound Israeli, because I was going live on CNN.
For what?
I was as an eyewitness to a shooting at the El Al ticket counter at LAX airport.
I remember it.
Yeah. I was the first live witness on the air with
Israeli?
CNN. No, not at all. As a matter of fact, I was in my apartment on Long Island, but I called in as an eyewitness to CNN.
Oh.
So I needed to change my name, and I changed it to Joseph Butsky.
He pranked.
Eyewitness.
He pranked
I wanted to sound
CNN.
like I was supposed to be getting on El Al Airlines.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it is. That's what I do. I do funny stuff.
Have you been to Israel?
Never. I want to go. Yeah. I do a lot of funny stuff, though. One of the things is I prank the media.
Really?
Yeah, I mess with them. I'm like kind of a media terrorist.
What's your favorite cable channel?
My favorite to like actually watch news? CNN. I watch them the most. I also like Current. Current TV's good. They have a lot of interesting angles. It's very left, though.
Is CNN.
Do you like Oberman?
I like Keith. He's good. He's not with Current anymore, though.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
You watch Fox?
I watch Fox. I like to get my news from all over, and then I make up my mind in between all that.
That's probably a good way to do it.
Yeah, you know.
So anyway, very, very nice video of Tucker engaging with the guy after he realized he wasn't a threat. He just had a nice conversation. So anyway, guys, I got to go. I'm so late now. But thank you for joining me today on the Morning Night Live. Hey, before you do anything, don't stop. You didn't hit the like button. I know. I can see it right here. It's on my little monitor thingy. You didn't click the like button yet. Do that before you click away, please. And the rest of yous, thank you for joining me today. I'm here Monday through Friday, 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central. Why will not this thing do this? Stop. There we go. Do all the stuff that you're supposed to do. Hit the like button. Share the stream before, during, and after. If you're watching a replay, tell me what you think about Tucker Carlson. I don't know if ceremoniously or unceremoniously being removed from Fox News. And where do you think he's going to go next? I want to hear your predictions on where you think Tucker Carlson will end up. Put that in the comment section, not in the chat, in the comment section, and do all the stuff that you're supposed to do. I got to go. Thanks for joining me today. My name is P-Dog Knight, and I am out of here. Bye-bye. Have a great day. Hey, this is P-Dog Knight, and thank you for watching today on the P-Dog Knight channel. If you have an observation or remark you'd like to make about this video or my channel, I absolutely welcome you to write it in the comment section down below. I really look forward to hearing from you. And before you go, if you like what you saw but you're not already subscribed, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and definitely click that bell that pops up afterwards so you'll be notified when I post new videos or when we go live. I broadcast my live show, The Morning Night Live, Monday through Friday at 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central. A special thank you to all the supporters of this channel who share our videos on social media and who make donations through Streamlabs, YouTube, Venmo, and Cash App, which are all linked in the description down below. Thanks again, and until next time, I'm P-Dog Knight, and I'm out of here.